So they give us a graph of g of x, and they say sketch the graph of y equals negative g of x. So as you're doing these, it's not a bad thing to go through what are all the different ways and what does this mean. The negative is outside. It affects a y value. If I take a y value and change it, that's going to be a vertical reflection. That's going to go over the x-axis. That's telling us we're going to multiply the y values by -1 algebraically. So if we look at some of the points that we have on this graph, we have the point 1 comma, careful here, it's going by 2's. This is 1 comma 6, and we have the point 3 comma 2. If you multiply your y values by -1, does it make sense that vertically that would become 3 comma -2? And this one would become 1 comma -6. When I draw my green graph, will the green graph, when it's drawn finally, and the red graph cross each other? Yes. Where will they cross each other? There's one point that's on the green graph and the red graph. What's the only value that doesn't change when you multiply it by -1? 0. If y is 0 and you multiply it by -1, you would still get 0. Another name for where y is 0 is your x-intercept. So that x-intercept, where y is 0, and if you multiply by -1, it won't change. Can you visualize this in your brain? If I flip this over, that it would look like that. Again, this one asks for the domain and range of each one. In your textbook, if the graph hits the end, they mean that there's arrowheads going on there to continue forever. And if it does continue forever, then your domain is everything. And it goes up and down forever. Your range is everything. Same thing for the green graph. And there are the questions you can circle